If you want to be rich and happy, don't go to school, says a popular best-selling writer, Robert Kiyosaki. I discovered it was really true years later. So if you're interested to know how you can be rich and happy without going to school, then this video is a must watch. Hello and welcome to Life with NK. Here I motivate you to live life intentionally. Now, I discovered that wealth is not synonymous with being a graduate, and wealth is not synonymous with going to school. Any fool can be wealthy. Anybody that chooses to be consistent in that particular business and is doing it in the right way over time can still be wealthy. Have you ever wondered why a lot of graduates have graduated and are still miserable? In short, some of them find themselves working for people who are less educated than them. Now, we're going to start by dissecting the school system. First of all, let's talk about the school system and why the school may not make you wealthy. Have you come in contact with that lecturer who says he's a professor or a doctor in business administration, business management, and he's never owned a business or he's never managed a business for once in his life? All he has is a theory. All he has is the classroom experience. All he has is the four corners of the university, and he's actually got the papers and is there to teach you how to manage a business. Do you think you can be successful? Do you think you can actually make it in life with that kind of knowledge? Somebody that has never owned a business is teaching you how to manage a business. How do you do? How is it possible? How does it work? Now, I got talking with somebody in the streets the other day, and the person said that the difference between a learned person in the business and an illiterate in the business is that when a graduate goes into business, he might be more successful. And I quickly corrected the person. I said it is a lie because most lecturers that have been in school have never for once owned a business. And I'm just using that particular course as an example. And they are there to teach you how to manage a business. And I tell you the truth, you can never succeed because all they have is the theoretical knowledge of that business without any practice, without any practical to that. That was just an illustration. Going to our educational sector, our educational system, I think in Nigeria and basically all over the world, we teach you, for example, how to ride the bicycle for 50 years. In theory, they would bring the bicycle practically to you, practically for you to cycle it and know how to ride it. They will teach it for 50 years or for 4 years and then give you tests to write. And when you fail, you'll be punished. So, how do you grow? How do you expand your knowledge? I thought that growth has processes. Which one of it is mistakes, failure? So, why are you punished for making mistakes? Did you see the first vacuum of the educational system? Do you see the first failure of the educational system where you are basically theorized? Everything is about theory, everything is on paper. Meanwhile, the real world is practical, and you've never been taught in your life that you are going to be practical. The next thing the school system have done is that it wires a lot of persons to be job seekers and not job creators. How do you want to be wealthy when you're going to be working for somebody for the rest of your life? And that is what the educational system has conditioned you to do. You go to school to get good grades and to get a job. So, if you want to be rich and happy, don't go to school. And you find out 10 years down the line, you might get frustrated because your dreams and the aspirations you thought you would get when you have a good degree have not materialized, even half of it. And unfortunately, so many people are living lives in which their real potentials are never realized or harnessed. The potentials are never discovered because this is what the school system does. Do you know that school can limit your thinking, can limit your creativity? Have you wondered if CR7 had gone to university? We wouldn't have somebody like that today. Victor Sime in Nigeria and a lot of people that are creative minded, if they have been in school or had gone to higher school, even the Facebook we are using today or other gadgets, you wouldn't have had them. Have you wondered why some persons that are highly creative decide to leave the institution? Because most times you're rotating in a circle. It plays just 10% of what you need to succeed in life. School does not mean you will be happy. It doesn't mean you know why your frustration will start. It is when you've waited for 10, 15 years and your dreams are not materialized. That is when you realize that school was not meant to make you happy. School was not meant to make you rich and wealthy. School has even outlived its usage with what I am seeing presently. Do you know that to tell you that school limits your creativity, your answer have to be in line with the marking scheme or you failed. So how does that expand your horizon? How does that help you to think? As some lecturers will want you to write it verbatim. So a system that will teach you in theory how to do something for 50 years theoretically and never practice it for once. And when you fail, you're punished for it. How do you expect to pass? How do you expect to succeed? A lot of persons that are successful have not gone to schools, have not gone to high institutions. So if you're thinking that going to university is equals to success, it will shock you that you might have few change in your hand, you might have few dollar, few naira in your hands, but the real wealth lies with people that are creative, people that are able to think outside the box, people that are able to solve problems. How many graduates are really doing research or copy and paste what we literally do? And one of the reasons again I would have to tell you is this. Many people that have lived life not fulfilling their potential is because they have been trapped in the circle of school. And when they look back, they mourn years of unfulfilled dreams because all they've ever learned is don't make mistakes. And how do you progress in life without mistakes, without failures, without stumbling blocks? And that is what the school system teaches. So I don't know if you have anything you regret about going to college, or if you have any contrary opinion to this video, please drop it in the comment section and let's discuss it. Another thing the school system does is they neglect the subject of money. Money is really underplayed. Money is taken as if it is not relevant, it's not important. Meanwhile, virtually everything in life, literally everything in life involves buying and selling. Even for me to do this video, I need to get data, I need to get some gadgets, it involves money. But the subject of money is seldom talked about in school. The real thing happens 10, 20 years down the line, you realize that the subject of money it's very important. What some adults realize is that 20 years down the line, their careers are actually plateauing, I mean going high, but their dream life has not come to fruition because school has kept them in a circle. They thought that going to school will make them happy, going to school will make them rich. The career is actually going up. You're a doctor, you're a professor, you've had all the best in life. But the real dreams, you want to own a car, you want to live a comfortable life, you don't want to think of the next meal. You might actually be a professor and you're broke. This tension, disappointment, and desperation continues to build up till retirement. Retirement is now a nightmare because they never simply learned the basic principles of money. You're really dead broke because there is nothing practical about the real life that is taught in school. You can quote me wrong if you think I am lying. Shockingly, the principles of making money are surprisingly simple and easy. You don't have to be intelligent or well educated like a lot of you think. You don't even need a verification. At least you know one wealthy man who is not educated and who is not even smart. Judging by the number of persons that are poor and have PhD, you would agree with me that higher education can actually be a hindrance to financial breakthrough. At least you know one PhD holder in your area who is broke, who is not successful, whose career is plateauing, but their dream lives is at a climax, all right, is going down. To pursue success, I recommend you read The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. Some people claim they've read these books. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If you read these books, I tell the truth, your mindset will change 360 and realize that the higher the degree is not the higher the wealth. Thank you for listening to the end of this video. I trust you've learned one or two. See you again in my next video. Bye.